Welcome to CATtheMinion YouTube channel. My name is Teresa, but you can call me Cat. I'm doing card of the day, and it's already going to be an extended. I'm using the Radleigh Valentine Angel deck here. I have an older one, so it still has Doreen Virtue's name on it. I have a choice opinion about her. Apparently, I'm also going to use the other cards that I keep in this box. The Work Your Light Oracle, which I did not clear yet, so let me just do it quickly. Now, I was shuffling. Hold on a second. Concentrate here. Okay. Alright, well, I guess I have all that I need here. I was shuffling this deck, and I was almost done, and I had three of them, like, skitter across my wrist, so I left them out, and oh, damn it. Three of these stuck to the table when I picked them up, so I have 6 cards total here, so I guess I'm gonna have 3 pairs. Like, Mercury went direct yesterday, which I didn't realize until after I had done all my recording. So I think I said it was still retrograde yesterday, or I said I think. But we're still in post-shadow, so either way. Alright, so now I have 3 pairs here on my table. 3 of these guys. 3 of these guys. Let's see what we've got. Alright. Oh. Knight of Water inverted and Unbound also invert. When these cards come inverted, usually it means to me confusion or delay, or in this case resistance. I just heard 8 ohms from Michael Jackson's 2000 Watts song. So this one, Unbound, it says releasing soul patterns, contracts, and past lives. Alright, so there's a resistance to cutting ties with old ways that are holding you back from sort of opening up your soul. Knight of Water here. So there's like a merman riding a dolphin. It says emotional, romantic, enthusiastic, contemplative. Falling in love or wedding proposals, the need to balance emotions, an invitation to a social event. So that's inverted. I just figured I'd read the card while I was there. Okay, so apparently these cards are set up as a descending staircase. So at the top of the staircase we have these inverted cards. Let me check what my Knight of Water energy is. Eventually I might not have to use my little Cliff's Notes here, but in the meantime, some flashcards and memorize these or something. Do like a little like times tables like in math in elementary school. What am I doing? Knight of Water. Okay, so we have Aquarius and Pisces energy with fire and water. Okay. So with it inverted, it's like I'm not willing to look beyond where I'm at and come up with new ways of interacting with the world around me. I also get this idea of like snuffing out the fire. If I stop talking, it's just because my throat chakra and my heart chakra seized up last night. It was like all the symptoms of heartburn without the burn. And I just ate a food and it's feeling a little rough right now. So if I stop and I'm like, I'll be alright. Just give me a second. Okay. Oh yeah, the snuffing out of the fire. Like a flickering flame that's threatening to go out. Now the Knight of Cups, the Knight of Water, is usually... he's like the second slowest knight. He's sort of love-struck, meandering, like Briar Rose singing in the woods, just kind of having a time. Sort of daydreaming. Getting the Love and Spoonful. Let me look that up. If I could... wow, if I could type things correctly. Lyrics. Okay. So in the upright, what a day for a daydream, what a day for a daydreaming boy. And I'm lost in a daydream, dreaming about my bundle of joy. And even if time ain't really on my side, it's one of those days for taking a walk outside. I'm blowing the day to take a walk in the sun and fall on my face on somebody's new-mowed lawn. Which could be a very sexual metaphor, if you're nasty. I've been having a sweet dream. I've been dreaming since I woke up today. It's starring me in my sweet dream, because she's the one that makes me feel this way. Now, it's interesting here because starring, it says starrin' with apostrophe and no G. And the way it's written there really gives me that star card energy. The star number 17 is like hopes and wishes. Before I finish reading the lyrics, I do want to point out that a knight is a 1 or a 12. So as a 12 inverted, that tells me the Hanged Man hung up. Not yet unbound, so he's definitely tied to the post. So I'll probably have to read the tied to the whipping post lyrics as well. But let me finish the daydream. And even if time is passing me by a lot, I couldn't care less about the dues you say I got. Tomorrow I'll pay the deuce for dropping my load. Pie in your face for being a sleepy bull toad. And you can be sure that if you're feeling right, a daydream will last along into the night. Tomorrow at breakfast you may pick up your ears, or you may be daydreaming for 1,000 years. What a day for a daydream, custom made for a daydreaming boy, and now I'm lost in a daydream, dreaming about my bundle of joy. So obviously, if we have the Knight of Water, he's in his feelings. All the way in. And the way that these come up, inverted, this Knight of Wands is hung up, And he's also down in his feelings with cement shoes, right? But it's more like ankle weights, right? The cement blocks are tied on with ropes, and he could cut them off. His dues is essentially being tied to these old soul patterns and contracts and karma and past lives, where it's like, well, this is who I am, whether it's affecting me negatively or not. And the knight, the situation doesn't have to be that the knight is a masculine, but usually there's a masculine on the card. But even notice that the binding here, these are all feminine figures, so it could be either way. It could be that a masculine figure is bound into old soul patterns because they won't unleash their own feminine energy. It doesn't have to be, but it's the most, it's the bigger sample that's on the card, right? It could be a feminine energy who is dreaming about a masculine and is unable to release old patterns in her masculine energy. Or it could be same. Oh, okay, tied to the whipping post. Let me look that one up. Allman Brothers. Which is funny because it's all man, not almond shape. The Allman Brothers band. Okay, so this gets into the inversion here. I've been run down and I've been lied to, and I don't know why I let that mean woman make me a fool. So notice this one's mentioning the Fool card, and the other one mentioned the Star card. The Star card is Aquarius, and the Fool is Uranus, which also rules Aquarius. So we're talking about this innovation in the way that you communicate with the world around you. She took all my money, wrecks my new car. Now she's with one of my good time buddies. They're drinking in some crosstown bar. Sometimes I feel like I've been tied to the whipping post. Tied to the whipping post. Tied to the whipping post. Good Lord, I feel like I'm dying. My friends tell me that I've been such a fool, but I had to stand by and take it, baby, all for loving you. Drown myself in sorrow. That's what's happening right here. As I look at what you've done, nothing seemed to change, right? We're not releasing these bindings. That's why nothing is changing. Bad times stayed the same and I can't run, right? If you're tied to some cinder blocks and underwater. So then they have the chorus again. And another time. Okay, so that's all the lyrics that are in there, but it's... So one song representing the upright aspect, mostly, and the other one representing the nightmare. Alright, let's look at the next pair. Okay. So now we have the Knight of Fire and Dance with Life. Do something to change your energy, right? So creating a shift that will release those ties. We're not going to... This is the... Nothing seemed to change, the bad times stayed the same, right? Forcibly, willfully change. Knight of Fire, it says passionate, adventurous, self-assured, and restless. A sudden event that needs immediate attention. Time is of the essence. Think things through carefully, right? It's like you can't sit on this old energy anymore. The universe is is saying, like, again, like I said in a reading the other day, do it now. Do it now. Get into the chopper. Knight of Fire. Yeah, I just hurt my throat a little bit. Those impromptu Arnold Schwarzenegger impressions that really screw you up. Wands, Knight of Wands. So we have Scorpio and Sagittarius energy. So Scorpionic energy, that's that death cycle that needs to happen here. That transformation, transition, mutation, clarifying of distortion, death cycle. And wow, that went, oh, Sagittarius. Energy moving with a directive. Now, the way that this looks here, we have a guy on a horse, right? Well, what is Sagittarius but the centaur? A man and a horse combined. Not so here, they're separate, but just because my webcam sucks, you could just pretend a little bit more. Did I say this was the Work Your Light Oracle? I don't remember. So, we go from somewhat of a pity party to moving forward with the solar energy of fire itself. Fire is a solar energy. Sagittarius is Jupiter in particular. And then Scorpio is Pluto. So it's like, it's kind of like luck and surprises, but also the energy of the wheel. We have to move forward. We have to change our direction, which is why we have Sagittarius energy, which has a vector. We're going over there. I'm going to shoot this arrow, and it's going to go to a different place than where we're at now. It's not going to be here. It's going to go there or there or there, and if it wherever it lands, we're going to go that way because it's going to change the energy. And I noticed that this dance, very sort of flame shaped. There's a lot of energy there. I also just got that Old Spice commercial, like I'm on a horse. I still go from being on a dolphin, deep diving, and shifting in energy pops up onto the horse. And then we have the moon here. So not only do we have the death cycle, but we have this purging of nightmares. Ow. I don't know why that was so much shorter than the first pair. Oh, and I looked up, it was 1818 on there, which is the moon. Moon. Okay. Apparently these are going to be in the challenge position because that's how I picked them up. 10 of Wands with Starseed. So Starseed says, what lights you up? 10 of Fire, too much work, accept help from others, life is out of balance, stress-related health concerns. And is that... well, there's Saturn on there, and it may or may not be Jupiter in the background. This is giving me Fool energy, because she's this feminine figure sitting here on the cliff, wanting to take that leap, but this idea of not knowing where to go. It says, what lights you up? Okay, now that you're shifting your energy, what are you actually going to do? And then, like I said, the wheel, now we actually have a 10 with fire on it. 10 of Fire energy is Saturn. No way. Saturn and Sagittarius. So it's that vector energy still with Saturn. Capricornian energy. There's... okay. What was that? Oh, okay. Let me get this up. Come on. I can get, there we go. I was trying to get the right letter. So, these are in the challenge position. 10 of Wands is like overburdened. I'm ready to shift my energy, but I feel so weighed down by being tied to earth. It's needing to ground, but still feeling like you're being dragged down from all the... it's like still being waterlogged and knowing that you need to ground, but being sort of afraid of that Capricorn energy that's going to give you that grounding you need for all this electricity that's happening with the fire and the water. So I had a song come up for me yesterday. Ow. And it wasn't really an earworm, it was some random post that said, what's the first song that you think of with sunshine in it? And my brain was like, Sunshine Getaway Today, Jonathan Edwards. So, saying that funny on purpose. And the video that came up, right, because I was like, okay, now I need to put the YouTube link. So I went and got it, and it's Capricorn Records, and I was like, are you kidding me? It's my sun sign, but anyway, right, sun in Capricorn. Even if it's not though, it's relevant. Oh, I just skimmed the lyrics and found out how relevant it was. So we have Saturn energy, ruled by Capricorn. I have 10, and then I have 2 knights. So that, I have a knight, which is the hangman hanging on the tree. I have another knight, which is the hangman waking up. And then I have 10. But 10, and then 1 and 2, that's 3. 10 and 6, that's the tower. That's breaking things down and rebuilding. But then also, if these are 1s, that's the hangman again. So we have the hangman is sort of being jacked around in time, which is that wheel energy again. So let me read these lyrics to Sunshine Go Away Today by Jonathan Edwards. Okay. Sunshine go away today, I don't feel much like dancing. Some man's come, he's tried to run my life, I don't know what he's asking. Right, this is, I don't know what I'm doing. When he tells me I better get in line, I can't hear what he's saying. When I grow up, I'm gonna make him mine, these ain't dues I've been paying. Now, paying dues came up in the Whipping Post song. How much does it cost? I'll buy it. The time is all we've lost. I'll try it. He can't even run his own life. I'll be damned if he'll run mine. Right? This is this sort of bound up energy. Oh, this is slightly different. Okay. Sunshine go away today, I don't feel much like dancing. Some man's come, he's trying to run my life, I don't know what he's asking. Working starts to make me wonder where the fruits of what I do are going. When he says in love and war all is fair, he's got cards he ain't showing. So water is love, fire, although there wasn't Aries energy here, can be war. And so we had Mercury go direct in Cancer, and then we have Chiron going retrograde. Shit, what was it going retrograde in? Oh, in Aries. Okay. So that's war. And Chiron, I believe, let me see quick. Chiron. I'm pretty sure. Yeah, Chiron is the centaur. Although he appears upright in this reading. But he's on a fire card. So the cards that aren't being shown are ones that are explicitly Aries or explicitly Gemini. So what's missing? The Emperor is missing, and the Lovers is missing. And probably the Empress as well. Okay, so then it repeats this part again. How much does it cost? I'll buy it. The time is all we've lost. I'll try it. He can't even run his own life. I'll be damned if he'll run mine. So sunshine, come on back another day. I promise you I'll be singing. This old world, she's going to turn around. Brand new bells will be ringing. So the wheel, which is also one of the cards that's missing, is moving. Right? And I just got a little bit of like, as the world turns. That's soap opera. And essentially the world card is missing as well, but we have different worlds, plural. We have the moon, that's one world. Saturn, probably Jupiter back there. We had Plutonian energy with the death with Scorpio. But the wheel and the world are somewhat interchangeable. The world is Saturn energy. So here it is here, right? And it's also here. So the world is on the card that has the number of the wheel. So like I said, the world turned around because of these cards. It's flipping. Now, the bells will be ringing. I don't know of any card that has specifically has bells on it. I would suggest the Six of Wands because it's like a celebration, but the only one that even suggests bells would be dancing. So you would expect there to be music. But there's this idea of ringing, right? Bells ring. What rings truth with you? What doesn't ring truth with you? It's an idea of, this old world, she's going to turn around. So what happens when the earth turns? We go from day to night. So we go from the moon to illumination. So the other card that's missing, that's not showing, is something with the sun on it, with Leo. So we have the other two fire. We have Sagittarius. Actually, we have Sagittarius twice. And we have a reference to Aries because Chiron is going retrograde in Aries. But there is no reference to Leo here. So the sun is not showing in the reading. But what happens? We go, well, this moon is inverted, which is the sun. But the idea is that when the earth turns, we have day and night cycles. So brand new bells will be ringing. It's the alarm clock. That's what's waking up the night. And notice that night and day, the night to the day, homonyms. So the night flips over and becomes illuminated with fire instead of being in the dark, down in the depths of the water. And this is this idea of letting go of the burdens that are holding you down. When you unbind yourself from these old soul patterns, what lights you up. Light is the illumination. It's lit up, woke up, awakening. And it gives you this access to the galaxy, right? So you have these souls that are coming unbound. They look similar to this feminine on the rock here. We have the rocks. We're being pulled up out of the water, and now resting easy on the rock, we have access to more worlds, plural, than just our own moon here. We look out into the galaxy, and it's like, who am I? What am I doing? Okay, so this is a card of the day, extended thing for whatever's going on right now. That really hurts. I'm also being reminded that the nodes are in Gemini and Sagittarius right now, which is having an effect on this as well. That we had Sagittarius, which is the south node right now, explicitly, and then the north node, Gemini, is one of those cards that's not being shown. Alright, so if you want to get a personal reading, hit me up. thecatcamebackatcamp@gmail.com. You can see the list of readings and how much they cost in the description box of my infomercial, which is linked below this one. If you want to see samples of the readings, there's a playlist for that. In the playlists tab on my channel, I have art in my catalog, I have merch, I have prints, I have coloring books, I have some other stuff. If you want to donate, energy exchange, you can hit that tip jar, paypal.me/CATtheMinion. I also have Cash App and Venmo. Those are both CATtheMinion as well. Alright. 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 Stay groovy, and we'll see you later. Bye.